Good morning.
Good morning, Bill.
How are you, sir?
Great. How are you, Bill?
Awesome. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Okay, just gonna file everybody in. Good morning, Ashley. Good morning,
Good morning.
Donna, Liz. Good morning. Okay. Ebony, Heather, come on in. Okay. How are things going? Tell me some good news. Ebony, I liked your Facebook post yesterday. I saw that. You're on mute, I think. Now you're on mute.
Thank you.
You're
Can you
welcome.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Good job.
Okay.
Did you get any action on that?
A little bit. Not really. Like I got people who liked it and I posted it on my Instagram as well. And it got likes, but it's not getting that traction that I wanted yet. But it'll come.
It's you know, I wish it was the fact that you would post it and like every friend that you ever knew would come out of the woodwork and say, "Hey, I'm pre-approved. Can we go look this weekend?" But that's just the first of many, many attempts to get people's attention and many pieces of evidence that you're busy and successful.
Okay.
So again, trust the process.
Trust the process.
Trust the process. Andrew, share with us what you've been up to.
Yeah, the social media thing. Well, I was just actually about to comment and say, yeah, it just takes a long time for those posts to start really, showing that they've paid off because, I had a friend text me and say, hey, I mean, a guy that I haven't talked to in forever tell me, hey, I know that you're in real estate because I actually posted something on social media yesterday too. And, maybe that's what got his attention. I'm not sure, he didn't say, but he's looking for a home or for some piece of commercial property to lease, maybe do like a lease purchase on. But yeah, and then my social media post from the pool picked up one of my friends that one of her neighbors is selling her house, and so I drove over to her house yesterday. I didn't even know this woman, and I wrote this big letter to her and just stuck it in her door with a card, and she called me back. So I'm going on a listing appointment today at 3:30. So we're going to see if I can snag that one.
I think that's awesome. That's what I was referring to as your handwritten note. What did the note say? Just so people can hear what the logistics are of what you did.
It was just like.
You want me to read it? I got it pulled.
Yes, please. I hate reading out loud.
Okay. It says, Harold and Carmen, my name is Andrew and I'm friends with your neighbor next door, Cassandra Croker. I heard you guys might be interested in selling your home. It's a gorgeous home in a great location, and I would like to come up with a strategic plan to market your house. I'm a realtor with Keller Williams Realty Consultants in Roswell, very close. By the way, I have some ways I help quickly sell your home, something like that, for top dollar are professional drone photography, social media ads, reverse prospecting, which by the way, no one knows what that is. So that sounds real fancy and cool. Open house, flyers, yard signs, lockbox. Your home will be on all major websites like Zillow, Realtor.com, FMLS, etc., all paid for by me. Love that one. It's such a great time to sell, and I've done a full CMA on your home, and I know I can sell it fast and for top dollar. I would love, in all capital letters, nice touch, the opportunity to earn your business. That was one of my phrases when building everything. I want the opportunity to earn your business. Please reach out to me with your number or email. Thank you. Okay, clearly, and it has don't forget, it has a little smiley face on it too.
That's awesome, Andrew.
Yeah. So this is the thing I like most about this is that it's personalized, right? It's not some form letter that you found some template online. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. That's better than doing nothing. But when you have a one-off opportunity like this, I really love the personal touch. So great job. And you got an appointment right away. Okay, beautiful. All right, you know all the questions to ask. Get that motivation. Let her know that you're there to solve all of her problems. Okay, and get her exactly what she wants. Okay, who else has had some good news lately?
Yesterday, I got my rent roll, so I'm so excited about that.
Awesome. Tell us about what that. I mean, I know what you're referring to, but I don't know if anyone else does. So tell us what you've been aiming to get and what you're going to do with it.
Okay, so a rent roll is pretty much all the information in apartment communities from every tenant of when their lease started, first name, last name, how much they're paying, and when their lease ends. So got with a couple old coworkers of mine. We kind of did a trade. They wanted a gift. I wanted a rent roll. So we traded up.
What kind of gift did you give them?
I gave him a bottle of Remy 1738.
Is that good?
I guess, yeah. Like, but guess he'll enjoy it, you know. But
A list of how many people and the dates and information of when their lease expires.
I have 608 units.
Damn,
Yeah.
that is an incredible trade.
Yes, and it only cost me. The bottle was only like $40. So I'm like, whatever. Like I paid this $40 over and over.
Okay, so you
this.
now have 608 residences' contact information.
Yes.
They all are renting places that are, you know, a respectable amount, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Right. They're all in like North Fulton, right? They're all in Alpharetta or Johns Creek or something, right?
Exit 6,
Oh,
Sandy Springs.
Okay, so near Northridge. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What communities are they in, by the way?
I don't even want to say.
Are they upscale or not so much?
No, not so much. But from me working there and being the assistant, I know who pays rent on time. I know credit, you know, so I can kind of filter through the ones who I know are ready and they're just like, I have residents who've been there for 15 years just for the
So
that.
we want to have a system for every person that you might encounter, right? So here's the system for, first of all, we want to make some form of announcement that maybe a home buyer seminar or something like that. By the way, there's really no reason why she should have given you that, right? So that's something that is incredibly valuable. And that woman is incredibly generous and probably towing the line on what she could do legally, right? But the good news is you have that information now, and every single person needs to be talked to, regardless of their rent history payments or regardless of whether they got a good credit score or not. They need some assistance, right? So everyone that would benefit from going immediately and learning about the pre-approval process, we send them in one direction. Everyone that is curious but has some credit challenges, they go in a different direction, right? And we connect them with somebody that can help them, you know, strategize through their personal credit profile issues, right? So awesome job on that. Awesome job.
Thank you.
Okay. Who else?
Well, for me, this is non-real estate related, and something I've been praying about. My son is, you know, he's a recent graduate of high school, and they're having their walk this weekend, but I won't be able to go. Unfortunately, I'll be with my daughter in Alabama for her lacrosse tournament. So his dad and sister will be joining him for that because they only gave 2 tickets. Well, we've been waiting for this school to contact him and let us know if they're going to offer him a scholarship for track. And they did yesterday. So I am just ever so grateful for that. We just need to see where the numbers lie. So he's just overjoyed with that because that's the one school that he was just had been hoping for that would, you know, finally get back with him. And so they did on yesterday. They gave him a call on his cell phone and So if the numbers look right, he'll be able to join one of his high school track teammates to go to Spring Hill in Alabama.
Nice. That's like selling a $5 million house right there.
Oh, it is. So I'm happy for him because he's been waiting patiently.
Good. You know, part of this group and part of being at KW, in my opinion, is, you know, everything, it's not all about real estate, right? We're all trying to improve the quality of our lives, whatever that means. More time with our family, more cash in the bank, more fulfilling, you know, daily activities, whatever it is, right? And so I appreciate you sharing something that's non-real estate. And you know, please keep in mind, you got a room full of people that want to see you, you know, improve every facet of your life, just like everyone else in the room. So good. Thank you for sharing and good work.
Thank you so much.
All right. All right. I got a quick announcement. We have finalized our Friday guest. So our success series this Friday, I'm waiting on his bio, but as normal, it's going to be from 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock in this room. And it's going to be a gentleman named Tyler Carter. Tyler is one of the buyer's agents for Joanne Curtin's team. And Tyler's been in the business, I want to say maybe 3 or 4 years, maybe a little less, 2 or 3 years. He's been doing really, really well. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he immediately joined a team coming to the business, and he just went out there and crushed it. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. And he is living life and having fun and making good money. And I'm going to ask him some questions on Friday about what benefits he gets from the team, right? Why, you know, to team or not to team. And I've got my own opinions on that. And I think there's many pros and many, and you know, I wouldn't say many cons, but certainly some things to consider. And we're going to get Tyler's perspective on that. So if you can, please support me and support him, and come and hear his story, and feel free to ask any questions on Friday. Okay. And as you remember, Joanne's got the top team in the office. So to be one of his top buyer's agents, you know, he's going to have to be consistent and learning based, and a stand-up guy and a person of integrity and a hard worker. So you'll get a chance to hear his message. Okay. And I also have finalized Robin Consor, who is a top producer in our office. She's of late started to dabble in some real estate investing as well. She's a former ALC member. I have to look up the exact date. I think it's 2 or 3 weeks from now, but she should be coming very, very soon as well. So that slot, 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock on Friday, that will be our kind of earmarked spot for our guest. Okay. Okay. Please don't forget, I won't harp on this too much, but please don't forget to spend a couple minutes updating your numbers for the week of July 15th through 21st. That ended yesterday. Okay. I think I'm in.
Bill?
Yes, ma'am.
I updated my numbers this morning, but I put one in wrong, and when I try to change it on my phone, it won't let me. It says view only. So, and I'm not going to be home till tonight, but if you wanted to change it, because you have to turn them in, 48 on my actual numbers was supposed to be how many people was in the database, and contacts where there was two-way communication is supposed to be 27.
So 48 in the database and 27 contacts?
Yeah, 27 where like they actually emailed me back or I talked to them on the phone.
Cool, thank you for that. And I will look to see why it says edit or view only on that. Okay, thank you for that. Okay. I want to just say one other thing and just take the pulse of you guys on one topic. So yesterday was the 21st of the month. Do you guys know what happens on the 21st of the month?
No.
Anybody?
Yes, we reassess and go over our numbers and see what we have to do to shift it or change it.
Well, I'll tell you, Shauna, that is a very good answer. That's not exactly what I was looking for, but if you do that on the 21st of every month, you will notice you'll have a damn good career. So that's the second best answer.
Perfect. Okay, I'll take it.
Okay. Is anybody familiar with profit share?
Say it again.
Profit share.
Oh, yes. Okay.
So profit share is automatically deposited into your banking account on the 21st of every month. If somebody that you have been honored with attracting to Keller Williams has produced profit or had a transaction for their local office, wherever that happens to be. Okay, that's the previous month. So you would be paid in July for transactions that happened in June, and profit at that market center that was from the month of June. I don't think anyone probably got profit share, but did anyone happen to get profit share yesterday? Okay, I don't want to spend a ton of time on this, but I will tell you, after having been in this company for nearly 10 years, in my opinion, this is probably the best opportunity this company offers. It is the most lucrative, most passive, most largest wealth building opportunity our company offers. So, and I've probably been one of the biggest champions and evangelists, if you will, of the opportunity. So I'm more than happy to share some stories, to share my story, to talk a little bit more about the kind of how it works and some tips and strategies on how to kind of keep that top of mind. Is that something that you guys would benefit from?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So I will put that on the calendar very soon and give you guys an opportunity to do some Q&A and to learn more about kind of a little bit of how the mechanics work. That's the less important part. The more important part is, you know, just to have the verbiage and to have the familiarity with what's so special about Keller Williams and how is it helping you. One of the biggest things that is going to be your script, if you will, is creating your own story, right? What happened to your business and your quality of life when you got into business with Keller Williams? So when you got a chance to communicate, you know, be in an accountability coaching group like this, when you got a chance to take advantage of, you know, your peers and your technology and your training and your systems and models and all that, how did your life get impacted? So, you know, also keep that in mind, right? You're building your story right now, and your story is going to be what is the kind of magnet to you and Keller Williams in the future. So don't lose sight of that. Okay.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
I've got a couple people who they were asking pretty much how did I get started, what schools to go, and I kind of give them the information, what it is that I did.
Mhm.
And as far as the information for the brokerage, I always give them, of course, our market center. Is there a better, does Keller Williams offer a school or some sort to where they tie into each other?
The short answer to that is yes, but not always. And what I mean by that is every franchise is individually owned and operated. Some either have partnerships, and this is around the city and around the country. Some have partnerships with local real estate schools. Sometimes, like we used to have a school that Melba owned and ran, and she ended up shutting it down. But that was like a kind of a joint venture or partnership with another local school owner to provide the pre-license. So here's my take on that, just really briefly. Where they get their license and the brokerage that they ultimately joined are completely separate. They got nothing to do with each other, right? So I don't see anything wrong with just recommending, you know, Barney Fletcher or, you know, learningrealestate.com or Capitus is the one that just rebranded. Like any of those people, they just need to be accredited. Most of them are online now anyway, right? So don't just give them the address and then, you know, hope to God they come to Roswell, name you and make money, right? Check in to make sure they registered, see if they got all the materials, offer to answer any questions that they may have, offer to, you know, do some math problems with them, whatever it is, right? Don't leave them stranded.
Okay.
This is our kind of the office, I wouldn't say policy, there's always exceptions, but this is kind of the framework that we like to work within. If the person is, quote, curious about the real estate business, we would send them to a career night or a career day, right? That's a person, and I'm not trying to make any judgments here, but that's a person that essentially hasn't made any commitment in time or money to real estate. They're just curious, right? So that's where we're going to direct them. We usually do 2 of those per month, okay? If it is somebody that is like ungodly talented, just like a whiz, right? Then we would probably meet with them before that, right? Ideally, if they're in school, then we want to meet with them privately. And certainly if they're done with school, we want to meet with them privately. Meaning don't throw them in a room with a bunch of other people that are quote curious, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So if they have committed time or money to this venture, we want to book an appointment with them ASAP.
So there's someone I've been nurturing, and he's registered for classes now, and he's doing Barney Fletcher in August. So I think around the 19th. So it's time to have him go in and talk to Aubrey.
100%, 100%. The second they commit, we commit. But if I had a dollar for everyone that was curious, I wouldn't be on this call right now. Okay. All right, cool. So any people that you see, remember you are, again, you're a source of information, right? Education. Hey, this is the school I went to. I had a really good experience. This is the cram course I took. And I cannot speak highly enough about Keller Williams. So there's a couple of options. Number one, here's a career night where you can learn a little bit more. As soon as you enroll in school, I'll do a three-way email or three-way text introducing you to one of the leaders at the office, and we'll invite you in and get set up. If they prefer a Zoom call, that's fine too. Right? Beautiful. Any questions about that? And remember, guys, I'm not, the takeaway here is not stop selling homes and go recruit people. The takeaway here is be aware that there's a really cool opportunity that simply by sharing your story, you can make passive income, right? So if you're in dialogue with other real estate agents, remember, there's only two problems a real estate agent's going to have. There's really only two problems. Any real estate agent, no matter how much money they're making, no matter how much experience they have, they got one of two problems, okay? They either do not have enough leads or they have too many leads. Those are the only two problems that a real estate agent's going to have, okay? And if you do not have enough leads, your primary tools are going to be scripts, dialogues, presentations, objection handlers, technology, calendaring, priority, focus, training, coaching, right? Can you think of any other organization that's better suited to help with those things? No. Okay. And if somebody comes to you and says, oh my gosh, I'm just so busy, I have so many leads, they need to grow, right? And is there anybody else that has developed a proprietary system to attracting, training, recruiting, mentoring, growing, and putting accountability into place to help them determine which role is best and to make sure they have all the tools necessary to kill their role? Is there any other company that's better at that? No.
Speaking of like some of the scripted stuff, Ebony, why don't you tell them about the wrong number?
Okay. So yesterday, Heather and I were together because we were calling FISBOs. So before one of the phone calls, someone called and they asked for someone by the name of Chris. So I'm not thinking, and I'm like, oh, you have the wrong number. And at that time that I was saying that, Heather is whispering in my ear, and she's like, no, kind of like related to real estate. Let him know that you're a realtor. So
Yeah.
I did exactly that. And then when I did that, he's like, oh, well, I work for, where is it at? What is this? Acumen. He's like, I work for Acumen Property Group. And long story short.
Is that a real estate brokerage?
No, I think that they're like a rental property. I need to Google them.
Okay.
So we kind of just off of that, he laughed when I said that, I can help with anything, your real estate needs. And he laughed. And then that's when he said, oh, well, I work for Acumen Property Group. And we were going back and forth. And then I realized that I had called him off of my phone when I was touring some people who I'm trying to help find a rental property. So we left a message with Chris's name, but I guess he didn't check the messages. He just called back the phone number. So it was like a really good conversation.
Great job.
yeah, with that, but I didn't think about that. So that was just amazing that Heather, she's teaching me how to flip things and spin them to whereas everything can be real estate related. Like if they call your phone, plug yourself. So it was funny, but
Yeah,
I enjoyed that.
I think that's great. Great job. And like I can just tell in your smile and your energy that boosted you and will continue to boost your confidence. So fantastic
It
work.
did.
Good job, Heather. And when you get into, let's say, for example, that was a real estate agent that you got on the phone with, right? You can just ask a simple question to figure out which one of those two problems they're facing. How's business? Right? How is your business? And more than likely, they're going to start complaining within 10 seconds. And the complaints are going to sound like one of two things. I either need more leads or I need more time. Does that make sense?
It does.
Okay. And then guess what? You can be the problem solver there as well.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, beautiful. Did anyone go back and watch Liz's video yesterday? What'd you guys think of that?
It was authentic. It was approachable. It was an offer of a security blanket.
Love that. I love that. I got a challenge for you guys. Number one, I think you need to go back and watch it if you have not already. Number two, I'm going to challenge you to record something very similar. Okay. What do people think about that? I would venture to say that all of the people that saw Liz's message is going to be a totally different group of people that will see y'all's message. There's almost virtually no overlap in your databases. I would almost guarantee that. Okay, so don't worry about that. Who wants to do that? Who wants to challenge themselves to get on video and tell the world that you're ready to help?
I think we can all do that.
Yeah, I can do it.
I agree, Donna. Okay, we
And
got
Liz did a great job.
A lot of black squares down here. What do you guys think?
Up for the challenge.
Okay.
Up for the challenge. Sorry, I'm multitasking here.
Challenge accepted.
Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Is it reasonable to do that before the end of the day?
Yes.
Okay. Remember
I will do my best because I'm going to be all over Kingdom Come today and Dalton.
Okay. Well, you can use that as the backdrop for, you know.
Very true.
Right.
Especially since, yeah.
Well, that was easy. Gosh, we figured out a way. See, all we got to do is have a little 5-second coaching session, right? Liz, thank you for your for your efforts and for you doing something that I don't believe is something that you've done a whole lot in the past. And so you've inspired me and you've inspired this group. So so please know we're grateful for that. So go back and watch Liz's video. Don't say everything exactly the same way, but be authentic and let people know that you're here to listen to them and to help them and to answer any questions they have and to support them whatever they need in this crazy, crazy time. Okay. Remember, any interactions that you get, if that creates a two-way conversation, private, not like, hey, cool video, right? It's got to be directly with you, right? That would count as a contact. And then you just ask them those individual questions. How are you? Is everyone safe? Is everyone healthy? What are you really enjoying doing right now? What are you struggling with? Is there anything I can help you with? Do you know of anyone that needs any help? We've got a great set of resources. If I can help in any way, don't hesitate to call, okay? It's not always about real estate. Make sense?
Bill, where's Liz's video posted?
She posted it on Facebook. Isn't that right, Liz? She's driving and on mute. She posted it on Facebook. So if you want to friend her on Facebook, I think you could see it. Or
Yeah, just friend me.
Liz,
Yeah.
those posts in my opinion, if you're open to it, you should choose to make those public. Even if they're friends, because you can choose to make certain posts public even if your profile isn't public.
Oh, okay.
Good
Yeah,
suggestion.
I'll do that. And I have a question maybe some of you guys can answer. I listen to Brooke Woolley a lot.
Yeah.
Who's in our office and social media guru. And she posts stuff to her story all the time versus her news feed. Does anybody know? I was going to ask her that, but does anybody know why?
She's my team lead. The reason why is more people tend to watch your story.
Okay.
I'm not sure exactly why, but she knows kind of the schematics of it all. But
okay.
I'll post stuff to my story and I'll have 100 to 200 views and less likes on when I have it in my feed. And part of that is and I know this sounds horrible, voyeurism. It's this way of just, they want to see what's going on and they'll watch the whole thing and you have more views that way. It is what it is.
Cool.
And
okay.
I think that's just, she's tried it over and over again. She finds that that's the way it works.
And also,
can you make a story public? Sorry.
Yes.
And the story, don't the stories go away like after 24 hours?
Yeah, they expire.
Yeah, you can control how long it goes.
Oh.
I'll pull that information and then post it, but there's a way to actually extend it.
Oh, cool.
Awesome. Perfect.
That's a good way to stay relevant and to stay, telling people what you're up to. We there's an agent named Tim Hardiman who was at our office for a long time. He's now in Midtown, and he's climbing like Mount Rainier right now, and he's giving us like a play-by-play, like every minute of his preparations and stuff. Pretty interesting. But it's not all about real estate. Some of this stuff's about real estate. A lot of it's not, right? It's, I went running here, I went to this restaurant, or I helped this person do this, or here's a tip on investing, whatever it may be, right?
Yep.
All right, y'all, have a wonderful day. If you need anything, please let me know. For those that, I think everyone here has got their one-on-ones scheduled. So if I can do anything to help you guys, let me know. Tomorrow, our group session will be from 12 to 1. And Friday, we have 2 sessions, the session with Tyler Carter from 12 to 1 and the launch mastermind from 1 to 2. Don't forget to turn in your numbers, please. And y'all have an awesome day.
You too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.